Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm the one they call Peachy Pie, and you're most welcome to join me here. Today we're going to be talking about the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp situation, specifically focusing on Amber Heard, and you can take this as your trigger warning because we're going to be talking about abuse, we're going to be talking about mental health issues, and all of those kind of things. I felt that it would be cool to just play some Sweet Grassing Snake IO while I'm talking about the situation. So let's get into it. Okay, so if you're joining me, you may have seen a couple of my other videos about this game. I really love this game. It's super cute, and let's go. I'm not in the mood to play bounce ball, so let's go dessert grab, change my tail. What kind of tails do I have? Okay, I think that one's cute enough. Let's go. Cool. Yeah, also, if my battery percentage pops up, that was kind of an accident. Anyway, so yeah, let's talk about Amber Heard. So when it comes to Amber Heard, I really just feel so sorry for her because yeah, she's got some serious mental health issues and some serious trauma that are not going to be dealt with just by her being or just by her like living the way she does. And it's so sad because it seems to me like she really just wants to be happy. In every relationship that she gets, in every role that she gets, she wants to be happy. And what's coming out through this court case is that she's got these severe mental health issues that are untreated. And as a person that knows someone intimately that has mental health issues, their lives are not that good when they are not being treated, whether that's through therapy or medication, is irrespective. The point is when they are not actively making an effort to heal from their past traumas and their past situation, then their lives are sort of chaotic and they end up hurting people that they love, and that eventually ends up hurting them. Sorry, I'll try and move my finger away from the camera. This is the first time I'm doing this. She's got so much trauma. I can't imagine what she's been through in her young life. She's older than me, but she's still quite young, and she's been through so much, and she's also been a perpetrator of so much. In the instance where it was mentioned that she was hitting Johnny, it seems to me that she doesn't understand that what she did was abusive, which possibly speaks to the level of trauma that she experienced being abused by her dad allegedly as a child. Oops, sorry about that. So yeah, and then when it comes to abuse victims tend to go into a sort of type of way in which we seek out people who are abusive, because not necessarily on purpose, right? Not necessarily on purpose, but a lot of the time it's just because it's something we're used to and we don't recognize that our partners are abusive because this was normalized throughout our childhood and throughout our lives. So we just go with those type of people, and then suddenly we discover after a while, hey, I'm not really that happy here. I'm not, this is not a good or healthy environment for me. And it's really awful when you come to that realization that someone you love is not the person you think they are, or they're not responding the way you think they do, right? And these type of instances can lead to addictions and self-harms, in many different ways. You can get addicted to food, you can get addicted to spending the entire day gaming or watching YouTube, you can get addicted to freaking anything. Like, you can even get addicted to things that you wouldn't expect to be an addiction, but it's a reality for some people. And addiction really only comes from the space where you're missing something and you are not capable of providing it for yourself or solving the issue for yourself. And I'm speaking for myself here, though. I can't speak for other people about their addictions because there are multiple reasons. But I believe that it's probably because of the things that you struggle with, that you're not able to provide for yourself or solve for yourself, that you kind of numb, A lot of people do refer to addictions as numbing. And from what we've heard of this trial, Amber gave as good as Johnny almost in terms of alcohol and drug abuse. They were both users of stuff, multiple different substances, and it's unfortunate that their dirty laundry is being aired for the world to see. But what I'm seeing from Amber's perspective is a deeply, deeply troubled person, and someone that was potentially just looking for love, unable to get to it because of a couple of reasons, most likely relating to her past traumas and her inability to self-regulate due to the personality disorders or mental health issues. I don't know if she's been diagnosed formally with histrionic personality disorder, histrionic disorder. I can't remember what it's called, but I don't think she's been diagnosed formally. But I do think that she is affected, and I think that once we saw the testimony of Dr. Curry, it's hard not to pick out how that literally described everything that Amber does and the way that she acts in public, because she's very, very theatrical, and a lot of people are saying that her being on the stand is actually hurting her case a lot more than helping it, and I have to agree. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to the situation that Amber's in and the way that she thinks and functions due to her mental health issues and traumas, childhood traumas, right? What's happening with Amber is that I see a lot of this attention-seeking behavior and externalization. So that's not going to lead to a good, healthy relationship. I'm not... Oh my gosh, I'm getting stuck here. I'm not trying to say that she is incapable of having good, healthy relationships. What I'm trying to say is that it makes it difficult, because people who are attention-seeking can often try to portray events that happened, but in a more theatrical way and not in the way that they actually happened. And they can attribute things to certain situations that didn't happen that way, and in other words, they can gaslight themselves in a sense, and aside from gaslighting other people. And sometimes they can potentially just lie, because no one wants to be caught out in a lie after you've made up this huge thing. So you want to try and keep up the facade. But this is not conducive to a healthy relationship. Honesty is one of the basic principles that's conducive to a healthy relationship. And so because of these kind of things where she's externalizing and where she's being like an attention seeker, she will struggle in every single relationship she has. And this leads me to the last thing that I want to talk about, in which she self-harms through distracting good relationships. Amber was in a previous relationship where she was allegedly arrested or detained or something for spousal abuse of her partner. She was married to some other lady, I can't remember her name, but during her marriage she was abusive to this woman, and she got into trouble for it with the law, even though her partner denies the allegations, which we have to consider as well. But we also know that abuse victims tend to let their abuser off the hook. That's just basic knowledge of victims. They protect their abusers because they are essentially just hoping for the best, that this person will change and become better. And it's unfortunate because this is reality for Amber. This is her literal reality in which she can't escape from it. She can't escape from her feelings, and she can't escape from the trauma that she has and the mental health issues which are going to affect those relationships. And in the place where there's potential for her to have healthy relationships and to heal from the trauma she has, as long as she doesn't acknowledge that there's a problem and get the proper help for that problem, she's she's gonna struggle for the rest of her life, and she's not gonna have good relationships, and she won't be able to keep up, with those things. So ultimately, she is self-sabotaging in so many different ways, and I really feel so compassionate for her, because I see her intention. Her intention to me is that she wants to be seen as a good person, and she wants to be a good girl. I get it. but her actions are directly contributing to her not being that type of person. And it's going to be very hard for her to get back to that point where she can just say or feel or understand how normal and healthy functions. And it's going to take a lot of her surrendering to a system of psychologists and perhaps medication and countless hours of counseling and coping mechanisms to help her get to some semblance of healthy. Look, I'm not trying to say that she's not been dishonest throughout this case or she hasn't lied or any of those things. I'm just trying to say that we need to be compassionate as well, because it must be very, very difficult to live inside of her head. And that's something that we need to be cautious of, saying that she's the only abuser in the relationship. We need to be cautious of saying that Johnny's not capable of abuse, and we also need to be cautious about the fact that she is probably in constant suffering and she's not even realizing why. So I think compassion is the order of the day, and accountability, of course. And I also think that we need to just be aware that ascribing a good sticker to one person and a bad sticker to another is a terrible idea, because people are versatile. People are strange and different and unique, and they deserve to be treated as if they are not just one thing. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the issue. Thanks for joining me for this game. I got into a little bit of trouble there every now and again, and this bunny jumping up and down is so freaking cute. But yeah, thanks for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments, because I could just be talking absolute bunk as always.
Unless otherwise indicated, all the following scripture quotations are taken from the Holy Bible, New Living Translation, with copyright by Tyndale House Foundation, used by permission of Tyndale House Publishers, all rights reserved.
Your scripture of the day comes from Ephesians 6 verse 2, which says, "Honor your father and mother. This is the first commandment with a promise." Well, that's it from me. Thank you so much for being here, and I would appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. But in any case, have an absolutely fantastic day, because you absolutely deserve it. Cheers!
그대 잠깐 눈을 붙일 때 나는 마음에 물을 붙여요. 비밀의 나만의 초콜릿